Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Auto Resource YouTube channel. Here you can see with me my own 2014 Volkswagen Passat TDI SE. It's very pleasant car to drive around, I can tell you that. And when I will have more experience and learn on the features, I will be able to refer you about this car. I will definitely do the detailed review. At this moment I'm in the stage of fixing things which are broken. So far I filmed for you engine air filter, cabin air filter, also the hood strut, which you can see right now. That was, I believe, my last video on this channel. Now look at it. Absolutely incredible how it works. And one of the very important videos was filming the coolant leak from that engine oil filter housing. And this video will be about engine oil leak. In the beginning, when I opened the hood, I could smell the coolant. And as we just discussed, that's fixed. Now, when I reach the destination and I park, engine still running, I can smell tiny bit, just very, very little amount of burning oil. It's like a little whiff. It's not steady. It's just really when I reach somewhere, when I get somewhere, or I shut it off. In that moment, for like a second or two, I have a feeling I smell engine oil. When I was working underneath there, I definitely saw some very small amounts of the engine oil on the back. I was under, there was some on the subframe or something like that. So let's go and look together what is happening with it and what needs to be fixed. Well, let's begin with removing this engine cover. That's a very simple task. You just carefully lift it up. It's held on 4 points and voila, it's free. So after removing that cover, I can see immediately some shine here. And hopefully you will be able to see it too. Do you see this area? It's shiny. This is wet. So if I touch it here, not really, but here, there's definitely oil. Now how this got here? It's a very tiny amount and I don't think it's our leak, and it's definitely not coming from the oil filler area. I perfectly cleaned that when I bought the vehicle because it was dirty, nasty, full of crud. I didn't like it. I removed this plastic cover, but it's not going from there. I will show you where the small amount of the oil came. This is the cover we just removed. This is the filler area, and it's basically from previous oil changes. This foam is soaked by the oil, so look at it. Now I will dry myself. And that's what's releasing still that very small amount of oil. You see that? It's what people spilled when they do the oil changes, or it was not leaking. It was leaking, it was not sealing. Whatever happened there. This part is soaked by the oil. I didn't take time yet to deal with it. But you can see where that miniature amount is coming from. And that is not our main oil leak on this engine. Now normally I wear gloves. I always wear protective gloves. But just for the purpose of showing you how small that amount was, I use my bare fingers. I will go wash myself immediately. And I recommend all of you to do the same. Rubber work gloves, they're absolutely worth every penny. You are not exposed to the harmful chemicals. So we need to keep looking more here to find where that oil is coming from. And let's grab a light so we can see even in the darkest corners and hidden areas on this engine. And suddenly I can see way more. So this whole dark part, let's say this, I will click on it. That's a valve cover. It's made of plastic. And I'm looking around. And for example, right there, next to the injector, you see the fuel line entering the injector. On top of it, it's a return fuel line. And I saw the oil sitting right behind there. And it's not just little. There's actually a bunch of it, because that whole engine is leaning very slightly towards to the cabin. And in this corner, I see a bunch of oil there. Let me grab some shop rack and see how much is down there in the corner. But also, if you look with me on the back of the engine, it's actually becoming obvious and clear where all that oil is leaking from. It will be the valve cover gasket. Once again, this is the valve cover. Basically this width, if you see it with me, running from one side to another. And there is a gasket running around it. So that's definitely seeping or leaking on the back. I saw it. Also, we have to remember, and that's why there will be the puddle of the oil right down here. These are injectors, very long metal injectors, which are held down by these only two hold down clamps, 2 bolts, and the injectors are going through this plastic valve cover gasket through the round seals. And I bet you these are dried up and they are leaking. And that's a part of the valve cover gasket. You are basically buying again the rubber gasket which goes around, plus 4 rings or tube seals. So I grabbed the rag and the screwdriver. It's not much space, but I will put it in that puddle. Yep. You can hopefully see that black oil. It's right here. Somebody who is not familiar with the turbo diesel technology, maybe you are a newbie in this, you might say, hey, I think you have a fuel leaking from the injectors. That's not an oil, it's a fuel. That's very simple to answer. If it was the return lines leaking or the fuel line seeping, leaking, you will smell it. You will open the hood, and the diesel fuel has a specific smell, and it's kind of aggressive. So you will smell it 100%. Let's go and put her on the lift so I can show you how it looks from underneath. Now, having car in the air, I just bought it basically, so I didn't put that splash shield back for quick inspections. I'm very happy to say that oil filter housing leak is gone. Yeah, slight might be too much. So there were droplets, it was leaking, the coolant was all over the bottom of the oil pan and everything. So that's fixed, that's wonderful. On the other hand, I'm afraid this oil leak is a little bit bigger than I thought. Look, so we have a droplet traveling here. It's wet on that corner. Can you see it perfectly? There is a droplet right here on that shield. It's very slightly wet right here. So it's definitely coming from the valve cover between that CV axle and the back of the engine. It's all wet, so I think there is a droplet on the bottom of the bracket which holds DPF, and the DPF actually is wet too. So that needs to be done soon or ASAP. Last note, I can't wait to do that DSG service on this transmission. I still didn't see the sample of the fluid. I don't know how bad it is or good, but it's definitely in the plans to film that service and have it on this channel. And back in the engine bay area, what I have ordered today from FCP Euro was the valve cover gasket set, which includes the 4 these seals around the injectors. Then, when you're removing the injectors, these 2 bolts holding these brackets, they are not stretch bolts, like for example on Mercedes-Benz turbo diesel, so you don't have to replace those. The brackets will be reused. You may need a puller, special tool as a puller for the injectors to get them up, but I have one from those Mercedes-Benz jobs, so I believe I will be able to use it for this one too. Then on each injector as it comes out, there is a O-ring, rubber O-ring, like halfway on the body of injector. So you have 4 O-rings, and very important, it's a copper washers, seals, which are between the injector and the head. So on the very bottom of injector, there's a nice little copper seal that has to be replaced. So these are basically 3 items: valve cover gasket set, 4 O-rings and 4 copper washers. And that's all what should be needed for this. Some people order these very tiny O-rings. It's a rubber O-ring which is on top of the injector for these return lines. The FCP Euro didn't have it. That will be probably the dealer only item. I hope many of you will find this video helpful in the future for your own diagnosis or maintenance. If you do, please give it a thumb up and stay tuned. I have way more coming your way about this Passat in the future. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.